What are you chucking out today then?
How do you make money for nothing?
Don't throw them, don't throw them.
The answer could be hiding in the 30 million tonnes of household waste we throw out every year.
Thanks so much for letting me have that. I think that's absolutely made my day. I love it.
That's why entrepreneur Sarah Moore wants to get her hands on things before they hit the skip.
I'm a passionate buyer, maker and user of old stuff, and I turn that passion into a money-making business. I make new stuff out of old stuff and I sell it for a profit.
And with some of the country's elite designers and makers,
What do you reckon to that? It's quite smart, isn't it?
Tell me you love it.
I love it.
she can transform her finds into desirable,
Isn't it amazing?
valuable,
It's quite a statement piece.
and hopefully saleable items.
I'll take you down to the till. That's fantastic.
If Sarah is successful, then she can hand the profits back to the very people who had no idea there was cash to be made from their trash.
Wow, that's amazing.
Today, Sarah is at the busy Whitley Recycling Center in Surrey, where they take just about anything, much to Sarah's delight.
Old toys, crockery, battered cabinets all have potential to turn a profit. So it's rummage time.
Sarah needs to find 3 items with a little bit of potential that can be turned into profit.
They're flooding in here. Anything can be in the back of these cars.
Before she can get stuck in, Sarah had to get special permission from the folks who run the centre to find those hidden treasures.
I'm after rubbish that's not rubbish, but your rubbish is rubbish.
Imagine bringing actual rubbish to a rubbish tip. Honestly, some people. Thankfully, Chris and Son Kai have 1 or 2 things Sarah might be interested in.
Hiya.
Right.
You having a good clear out?
Yeah.
Quick, Sarah, get in there for a nosy while he's gone.
I really like those. They're nice, aren't they? So where are you getting all this from? Sorry.
That's just from my garden and the sheds. We've been sorting the sheds out.
Excellent. I really like those.
All the stands.
Yeah, what were they used for?
It's like an axle stand.
I really like them.
Well, they may look like mechanics' axle stands, but in fact they're not. These will most likely be used as part of a workbench of some kind. I hope Chris hasn't been balancing his car on those while he works underneath.
If it would be all right to take those, I'd love to take them, but can I keep in contact and show you what I've done with them?
Yeah, of course you can.
Yeah?
Yeah, no worries.
I'm really pleased with these. Thanks ever so much.
So Chris is happy to hand on his old rusty props, but what does he think Sarah will do with them?
No idea.
Fair enough, Chris.
I've got a designer in mind that will absolutely love these. And when we're finished, there's going to be a really amazing product, and I'm hoping some proper money to be made.
Proper money for those? Well, if you're going to stand a chance, you'll need the help of someone very special. Daniel Heath has a passion for all things sustainable. An award-winning wallpaper and textile designer, Daniel loves adding an artistic flair to reclaimed materials to create made-to-order furniture and contemporary design pieces.
When I was a kid, me and my brothers would go and get bikes out of skips and take them to pieces, fix them up, cobble them together, tinker around with them until we had bikes that we could ride around. And that was great to just find out how things work, how things can come to pieces and can be restored, and how things can still have a value even though they've been chucked in a skip.
I just hope Daniel sees the value in these rusty old things. We are 1 down and 2 to go, and as ever, Sarah is busy poking around strangers' boots.
Right. I'll stop rifling through other people's rubbish.
She doesn't mean it, you know. She can't help herself, especially when she spots a familiar car.
Oh, you back again? Oh, wow.
Brent's been here before, cleaning out his mother's home, and Sarah loves the look of the old chair.
So Parker Knoll, very recognisable shape.
This is in Mother's bedroom.
And has it been there for as long as you can remember?
Yeah.
Is it comfortable?
I can't say I've ever say it.
Is it you or me? You're going to test it?
British manufacturer Parker Knoll has been making quality chairs for more than 140 years.
Out the way, let's have a go.
This one probably dates from the 1950s, and by the look of it, it's still in good nick.
It's really quite sweet. Do you think it's something that we could reupholster, maybe paint? Would you mind us?
Yeah, definitely, if it benefits someone.
Thank you ever so much.
Sarah looks like the cat that got the cream there. But how does Brent feel about letting go of his dear old mum's chair?
Hopefully bring it back to life and get some good money for it.
This will become a desirable item. It just looks really tired and old at the moment, and the challenge is deciding what to do to it and where to send it, so it really makes some money.
So it's a good thing I know just a man to haul a dated 50s chair into the 21st century. Introducing Anthony Devine. Anthony's unique and quirky upholstery has earned him the reputation as one of the most imaginative craftspeople around. Anthony shares his 20 years of knowledge with the younger generation at his School of Upholstery.
Every day we work on something new and we get to experiment, and I love experimenting. I mean, like with the new technology in printing and computers and stuff. I like the new breed of the students we're getting in here where they want to experiment. They've seen what's on the high street, it's not right for them. So yeah, every day in here is new and fresh. And that's where my enjoyment lies. Once I've had a cup of tea and a biscuit.
Well, you better get the kettle on because this one might be a challenge. Having already secured 2 items, now it's Sarah's turn.
They're fab, aren't they?
Whatever she finds next will be her own personal project.
Some of the stuff people throw around here is criminal, isn't it?
Crikey, I do worry about you sometimes, Sarah. Luckily, what's in Yolanda's boot should keep Sarah's mind occupied for a while.
I quite like your chicken wire.
Yes.
So what did you use the chicken wire for?
It went across a pathway in the garden to stop the dog getting across. So there's an area for my granddaughter to play and an area for the dog.
Excellent. Do you think I could make anything out of chicken wire?
You can make all sorts of stuff out of chicken wire.
Do you think I'm mad?
Yeah.
To be honest, I don't think you're on your own there, Yolanda.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to make anything out of it, but there's enough of it that I stand a chance that, you know, I can do something. So, yeah, hope I do it justice. Thank you ever so much. Hopefully see you again with some money.
I wouldn't be counting your chickens just yet, Sarah. What does Yolanda reckon?
You can make anything with chicken wire, can't you? It bends well. Yeah, I think you can make all sorts of sculptures and yeah, you can put plaster of Paris onto it to make it into things. So, no, I think you can make some good stuff with it. If you've got the time and the patience.
So what do you reckon? What on earth am I going to do with that? There's a fair bit of it. We just need to think really carefully. We'll take this away and see what we can do.
Sarah's now got her 3 items. Daniel will try to lift the props out of their stupor. Anthony will attempt to introduce Brent's chair to the 21st century. And Yolanda's chicken wire will form Sarah's poultry project.
It has been a brilliant, bonkers day down here at the tip. Who would have thought so many different things would all end up in the same place? And now I've really got my work cut out and I'm going to turn a profit on all of them.
Walthamstow in East London is just a sort of vibrant place where urban grit combines with exciting young design talents. So it's the perfect place for Sarah to unload those rusty metal props, and designer Daniel is standing by.
I'm in anticipation. Hopefully, you know, it's something that we can do something really special with. Not too many wobbly legs, that sort of thing.
You might want to sit down, Daniel.
These are not the most obvious items to bring to Daniel Heath. He's a surface pattern designer that normally likes to print on flat things. But I've got great ideas for these. I hope he likes them too.
Only one way to find out.
Danny boy,
Hello, how you doing?
I'm really well, how are you?
Yeah, good to see you.
And you? Look what I've got for you. Presents.
Oh, right, okay. Are we setting up a garage?
That's really harsh. I think these... I was going for sculptural,
No, they are nice. They are
fine.
nice. I like the curve.
Really impressive, aren't they?
Yeah, I can't work out what I'm going to do with them yet.
I did think potentially we could raise them up. Do you have any pencils, do you?
The height of the stands is adjustable with a little help,
Excellent.
so that might factor into any new plans.
Maybe a console table, side table, I was thinking.
Sure.
I mean, I'd like a big table, but I'm sort of a bit worried about the structure.
They're going to take a lot of weight, and they're quite, they're really stable. I think we could go for something bigger.
Really?
Maybe we could do something about 2 metres.
That's huge, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that'd do it.
A great big table sounds right up Sarah's street. So, what's the plan?
Taking away all the oxidisation and any flakes of paint, and then maybe we could get them coated, get them dipped, maybe get them a metallic finish.
I'm loving the idea of metallic.
Yeah, this all sounds lovely, dipped, metallic, but at the moment you just have a pair of legs. Where's the tabley bit going to come from?
Possibly join some scaffold planks together. We sand it back, and maybe I can do something on the top of it. A bit of painting, or maybe printing or applying some pattern onto the top.
Magic, absolutely inspired.
Well, old scaffolding doesn't cost much, but metallic dipping sounds expensive.
In order to get these looking their best, to make that top, I think we're talking around £600. And, it's going to be a one of a kind.
Well, I'll leave you the props, and I'll see you very soon.
Great.
Nice to see you again. Bye. Those props are really going to pack a punch when they're transformed into a dining table. When it comes to selling, size is important. A big table, I can make a big profit.
Sarah is certainly thinking big, but Daniel's an expert in print design, not table making, so taking on this project is a real risk for him.
It's a challenge, and they're interesting, they're exciting, but they really, really need a lot of work.
At £600 outlay on materials and labour to transform the rusty props into a table means a big gamble on turning a profit. So, from Walthamstow to Manchester. Once famous for its cotton mills and textile factories, now a whole new generation of fabric fanciers are bringing that tradition bang up to date. And not least among them, our kid Anthony the upholsterer. Sarah is about to drop off the Parker Knoll chair, but will it be love at first sight?
When you see some chairs, you just know. You know that this is the one, and then it's a matter of teaming it up with the right fabric, and then from kind of ugly swans become beautiful things.
Ugly swans? I don't think that's a saying.
I slightly lack confidence in this chair. I want it to be amazing, but there's something about the legs and the styling of it that just worries me a little bit.
I wouldn't write it off quite yet, Sarah. Let's see what the expert thinks.
Do you like my chair? Oh, take it up there. Take it up there. Take it up there.
Oh, maybe you were right. So what's the plan then to turn this round?
We need to do something with the legs. The legs don't work.
Burn them, maybe? Something?
Make a chopping board out of them.
So I did have some ideas about it because of this ugly juxtaposition of stuff going on here. My thoughts were, really like this bit actually, keep it nice and sleek, and then explode something on the seat. I was thinking powder puff, satin.
Powder puff?
Embrace it. Come with me on this journey.
It's powder puff.
You know when your granny had talc?
Yes.
And they had that kind of puffy thing that they were like puff, puff, puff.
Right.
That's what I mean, powder puff. Like a rabbit's tail on the seat.
Right.
Well, I'm glad we cleared that up.
Would you embrace a kind of Mongolian sheepskin look on the seat? Would you go for something hairy or something like that?
Yeah, I now understand powder puff.
Hairy? Did you just say you wanted a hairy chair? Sounds itchy, but what do I know? How much is it going to cost to make your Mongolian hairy chair?
I think I'm going to struggle to sell this for heaps of money. So it is a kind of Anthony's ingenuity test, this one, to see how far a small budget can go to make this into a big profit.
Powder puff, no budget. I mean, like, what do you expect me to do here?
I was hoping, are you ready for this? 250 quid.
That's a full house. Ah, powder pop, 250 quid. I think what we'll do is we'll set it at 265.
265, I leave it with you at that. Just go for it, work the magic. Yeah? Mint. Fab. Don't you just love it when I come and visit you?
Oh, yeah. Buy me some sheep.
Hairy sheep, Mongolian hair. Oh my goodness.
Who would have thought that Anthony would take on the powder puff challenge? Such a weight off my mind because I worry about the profitability of that chair.
Sarah may have got a great deal, but quality sheepskin can't be cheap. Will Anthony really be able to transform it on budget?
It's just making sure we throw enough at it to get the right selling price, and obviously something left in it to buy the biscuits.
Anthony has only £265 to spend on materials and labour. He'll have his work cut out to turn a dated 50s armchair into a modern sheepskin-covered stunner. And speaking of sheep, there's no shortage of them in the quiet Sussex countryside, where Sarah is back home at her farmhouse and about to start work on the tangled old chicken wire.
I've spent a long time thinking about what I might do with this. I came up with all sorts of ideas about maybe trying to tuft it and make a rug out of it, or perhaps big footstool with lots of strands coming off these to make a geometric pattern. But for something that's really approachable and effective, I thought I might have a go at sculpture.
Chicken wire sculpture, of course. Sarah doesn't have an awful lot of experience chicken wire sculpting, so I'm curious to see how this one turns out.
I've seen it done before and it can't be that difficult to make something beautiful out of this, can it?
Famous last words. Large wire sculptures made by experienced artists can sell for several £1,000s, believe it or not. For Sarah, well, she'll start with the basics.
I think I'm after a really strong shape, something that's recognisable just by its silhouette, so I'm wondering about birds or possibly animals.
I've got an idea of what animal you can make from chicken wire, and Bramble looks to be thinking the same thing.
I'm thinking maybe goose, or perhaps, if I can get the face right, some sort of fox, I reckon. That might work with a lovely long tail. I think go fox.
I was going to say chicken because, oh, never mind. Sarah dons hard-wearing protective gloves for this job.
It's really tricky to work with.
I don't think I could do it.
Just try and make it into its tail. I think what I'll probably have to do is join some bits on like the legs at the end.
Chicken wire or poultry netting is commonly made from flexible galvanised steel wire and was traditionally used as fencing for poultry livestock to protect them from predators such as, well, foxes.
I think the best thing about working with material like this to try and achieve something is just to pick it up and have a go. Another day I don't need to go to the gym.
Ah, there you go. That's definitely looking a bit foxy.
It looks just like a fox's tail, doesn't it?
I think it's all right.
I think the basic structure is getting there for the body. When it stands up, you can really see what it is. It's a bit like an anteater at the moment. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Something's coming together, but the finished item really needs to be sale-worthy. Can Sarah really turn that anteater into a profit-winning fox? Sarah hasn't spent anything on the project yet, but she's still got a lot of work to do. Back in Walthamstow, Daniel is preparing to start work on the rusty props come dining table. But after taking a closer look at the state of the metal, it might be a bigger job than he first thought.
It needs a lot of work before we can do anything with them, so before we can coat them in anything, because it's really, really flaky. It's coming off on the gloves, you can see. So I've got this wire brush. I'm just going to strip it down with that first.
The tough wire brush removes the outermost layer of rust, but it'll take something even tougher to strip the rest of the rusty surface from the metal stands.
Got some rust eradicator that I'm going to just use, and hopefully it should take it back to steel.
The chemical goo should dissolve the fine rust in a matter of hours. In the meantime, Daniel turns his attention to the tabletop, and there's been a change of plan.
We thought about using scaffold board, but now we've got this beach sports hall flooring, which I think will make a really quirky and interesting top for the table. I think we want to keep the lines because that points to where it came from, and it's obviously salvage, but it's quite quirky.
Yeah, it's definitely quirky. A table made from an old gym hall. I hope you gave it a wipe.
So the plan today will be to measure these out, see which ones look good together, and cut them to size.
This is starting to sound less like a high-end interiors table and more, well, yeah, quirky. I can't wait to find out what Sarah thinks. Back in Manchester, upholsterer Anthony has already stripped the Parker Knoll chair with the help of his assistant Marianne. As yet, I've not seen any of the hairy Mongolian sheep fabric lying about. Perhaps he's come to his senses.
So we've finished stripping it now, and we're basically getting the arms and back legs prepared. So I've taken out the back to sand it all. And now I'm just going over with a finer sandpaper just to kind of give it a really smooth finish. The beauty about this chair, being a Parker Knoll, it always has like the kind of, they call it the ticket, it's the production label, and they always date it. So this one is the 11th to the 11th, 1951, which by my maths is over 60 something years old. Upholstery is my strong point, not maths.
Don't sell yourself short, Anthony.
Yeah.
After the sanding, Anthony begins to apply a bit of coloured wax that both protects the bare wood surface and highlights the natural wood's grain.
It's still good to be able to see some of the kind of the nicks and the bumps and scratches and stuff in it, because we don't want to eradicate the history of it.
Once the waxing is done, it's time to replace those two front legs Sarah doesn't like. You only get one go at this, Anthony, so be careful.
They're turning back.
I can't watch. He's going for it.
Right, stand it up. Ta-da! Done.
Well, not quite. Anthony is adding new slimmer legs which complement... Oh, careful.
I need a few screws.
I think that'll be best. The new slim legs will give the chair a more elegant and hopefully saleable look. So what do you think, Anthony? It might be a bit wobbly. After the other leg is attached, Anthony turns his attention to the chair's new padding. He's using classic and modern techniques to re-stuff the chair.
So this material is made up of all recycled bits and pieces, and we use it's called layered felt. And this here is to create a lumbar support, and then we'll build up a few more layers over the top.
After the layered felt and support, Anthony adds a softer layer of cotton padding for comfort.
Feather that side up to there, and we'll staple that in.
He then adds a layer of fire-retardant calico to bring the chair up to modern safety standards.
Oh, and here comes the next apprentice.
It's Anthony's daughter, Poppy, come to supervise her old man.
Is that good? You happy with that?
You tell him, Poppy.
I think Sarah's going to like it. What did you say? Bang on trend?
With Poppy's encouragement, they're making real progress.
We're good? It's quite nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's looking better, but it doesn't much look like a sheep. He still needs to add the Mongolian sheepskin cover he promised Sarah, and it better be a stunning transformation, because Sarah really needs to buy us to flop to this one. Back in Walthamstow, Daniel has turned his attention to the tabletop.
So this is some old sports hall flooring. What we'll do is we'll put glue down here to join the pieces together and mix and match the pattern so that it's fairly random. And then what we do is it slots together and we use a mallet and we give it a good whack and basically whack the pieces together so that they're tightly bonded.
Once Daniel has finished playing whack-a-plank, it's on to the next stage.
So I'm quite happy with this now in terms of width and the length of the table, how it's looking. It's all been glued and bonded together, so the surface is good.
For the next part of the process, Daniel has taken the table outside. He's using a chemical stripper to remove the varnish, which should always be applied in a well-ventilated area. With the varnish remover applied, Daniel can leave it dry while... Oh no!
Came apart. Yeah, it came apart.
This isn't good for Daniel. Not only will he have to reattach all those planks, but he'll have to rethink the whole design, because a table that falls to pieces isn't going to fly with Sarah. And talking of Sarah, she's finished her chicken wire fox sculpture and is now putting the finishing touches to a decorative base it'll be presented on.
I just keep thinking how ironic it is that I'm making a fox out of chicken wire.
Yep, it's the ironic Mr. Fox. When Sarah picked up the chicken wire, it was a nondescript roll of netting, fresh from its job of fencing the garden. Crafty Sarah has now created a stunning sculptural fox, ready to lark through any darkened woodland. The table display incorporates copper piping and candelabras, which really sets off the handsome fella to best effect. Bravo!
Well, he's all done and he really is a bit of fun made out of some chicken wire, but hopefully he's got the essence of foxiness needed to make him saleable. I mean, I quite like having a go with things like this because you just don't know what you're going to achieve.
Once again, Sarah's proved she's a dab hand at anything she can put her mind to. But will anyone else think so? Let's try and get it sold. Before Foxy was Foxy, it was just Yolanda's old wire mesh.
What did you use the chicken wire for?
It went across a pathway in the garden.
Sarah saw potential, but Yolanda wasn't as sure.
Do you think I'm mad?
Yeah.
But she was happy to pass the netting on.
Thank you so much. Hopefully see you again with some money.
And you know, she just might. Sarah's found a buyer for the wire fox, and would you believe it, they're just down the road from home. Cosy Sussex pub, the Fox Goes Free, snapped up our Foxy. I can't imagine why. And manager Christian seemed glad to add him to the family.
It looks like it's at home already, to be honest with you, so fantastic, really good.
So Christian loved our Foxy, but how much was he willing to spend? Sarah has travelled to Chiddingfold in Surrey, where Yolanda is hard at work.
Hi there.
Oh, hi.
Lovely to see you again.
Yeah, and you?
You look busy.
Yeah, come all mucking out. It's never finished.
No, I don't. How many horses have you got up here?
We've probably got about 30 at the moment.
Wow, that keeps you
Yeah.
busy. Well, I've been busy with the chicken wire that you dropped off. I got the task of turning it into
really?
something, yes. Did you have any idea about what we'd do with it?
Do you know, I was thinking about it and I thought you might, the same as you said, sculpt it and put plaster of Paris or something and turn it into something. And after that I thought, nah, nothing else is going to happen.
I went for sculpture. I haven't really done anything like that before, so it was quite good fun to get hold of it and try and make something out of it. Do you want to see what we did?
I'd love to.
Yeah, so that's how it started. That probably looks more familiar, and that's how it ended up.
Oh wow, that's lovely.
Fox sculpture.
No, that is really nice. I didn't think you'd ever get it looking as good as that. That's great.
So he was a good bit of nose to tail recycling. There was nothing added to him that wasn't
found either from you at the tip or hanging around at home. He was snapped up by a pub down in Charlton. And they paid us £50 for him, and so that's for you.
Brilliant, thank you. I made a decision that if he ever did sell, or if you made something, that I would give the money to charity, so that will definitely be going to charity. Thank you very
Brilliant.
much.
Well, I really enjoyed working on him. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Sarah spent absolutely nothing on materials, meaning with a sale of £50, Yolanda has £50 to donate to a charity of her choosing. So that's one item producing a profit. Let's see if we can make it 2. Back in Walthamstow, London, Daniel is putting finishing touches to the quirky table. When we left him, it was in pieces. So, has he managed to produce something stable and saleable?
So Sarah's on the way. She's going to have a surprise, I think, with this table because it's quite different to things I've done before. Yeah, it's fairly anxious that she might not be expecting it, and I hope she likes it anyway. I hope she likes it.
Well, I'm back in East London to find out if Daniel really did manage to make a dining table. He'll have had his work cut out, that's for sure.
They started off as 2 dirty, flaky, ancient metal props that had nowhere to go but the dump. Now Daniel's transformed them into a quirky, stylish table, suitable to grace the very hippest of homes. The rusty stands have benefited from a slick and glossy new paint job. The blue legs complement the shined-up gym flooring that Daniel has used to create a striking geometric tabletop. That certainly looks like it's not going to fall apart.
Here we go.
Brilliant. Oh, Daniel, that's great. It's
Thank you.
fresh.
It's quite poppy. We've stabilised the legs and we've kind of made them, quite bright and fun.
It's beautiful, and I love this reuse, this gym floor, was it?
Yes, yeah.
Fantastic.
And the table is also highly adaptable. The height can be adjusted easily for use as a dining table or a workbench.
I think that having it as the multi-height thing is really clever, because this is now accessible in every room, isn't it?
Yeah, they can stash it to one side if they've got something happening in the room.
After the tabletop fell to bits in his workshop, Daniel added steel bars to strengthen it, so it's hard-wearing as well as attractive.
And saleable, don't you think?
I think so, yeah. One of a kind.
Yeah, that's what we like, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just like you, Danny boy, just like you.
OK, well, I think that's looking like a profitable piece for me, and that's good news. I think you've created a truly special piece of furniture. Well done, thank you.
Thank you very much. Cheers, Sarah.
Well, I have just picked up the first ever Daniel Heath dining table. Turns out he's rather good at them. That is definitely going to be saleable.
I was pleased that she was pleased with it. I think it's quite different from other things that I've done, and it's quite fun. So, yeah, delighted. I think because this item's quite flexible for people, you know, it's adjustable. I think it's quite hopefully it will sell. Yeah, hopefully it will appeal to a lot of people. But, you know, we'll see when it gets out there.
When Sarah met Chris and his son Kai at the tip, she had her eye on their unwanted junk.
It's just for my garden and the sheds. We've been sorting the sheds out.
Man of few words, Chris couldn't fathom what could be done.
No idea.
But he was happy for Sarah to spirit them away.
Can I keep in contact and show you what I've done with them?
Yeah, of course you can.
Thanks to Daniel, the props are now transformed. And Sarah's meeting reclaimed and retro furniture dealer Nick Smith to see if he'd be interested in buying it.
Fancy a game?
Oh, hi Sarah. You
How are you doing? Yeah.
Right.
What do you reckon?
Yeah, this is really nice. I want it on my site, definitely. I'll shake on it now, I'll have it.
Deal done. So the table's heading for his online shop Smithers of Stamford. Now Sarah's on her way to the village of Whitley in Surrey to update Chris on what eventually became of his rusty old stands.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
How are things?
Good.
So you were dropping off the props. I think you said they'd been hanging around for ages. Is that right?
Was just clearing the garden out.
So they'd obviously had a bit of wear to them, and they were a bit beaten up, weren't they?
Rusty and that, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Well, they were very lucky props. They were taken to Walthamstow, where there is a fantastic designer called Daniel Heath.
Yeah.
And I took them to him because I knew he'd be inspired to you know, like do something fabulous with them.
Yeah.
And so he did. Do you want to see what we did with them?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so here they are, repurposed as
awesome.
a dining table.
Yeah. Oh, wicked. That's awesome.
Do you think?
Yeah, definitely.
It wasn't difficult to sell what he made.
Yeah, definitely.
I did manage to make a little bit of profit for you on them. I've got £400 worth of profit here.
Really?
Yeah. Surprised about that?
Yeah, amazing, isn't it? That's well good. I don't know what to say.
Chris is speechless, but what will he do with his unexpected loot?
Take kids out, go and buy some toys, take them out for the day.
That will come in handy then?
100%, yeah.
Excellent. Altogether, we had great fun with your old props. So
yeah, definitely.
I'm going to say thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
And
thank you very
I'll
much.
be looking out for you at the tip again.
Appreciate it. Thank
Take
you.
care.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Sarah spent £600 on Daniel's materials and labour to create the table. In the end, she sold it for a thumping £1,000, which left her with a profit of £400 to hand over to Chris for his day out with the kids. Marvellous. That's now 2 items producing profits. So it's over to Manchester to see how Anthony got on with the Parker Knoll. Oh, is that the Mongolian sheepskin? He really wasn't lying about the hairiness.
I've never done anything like this before. I mean, if you look in my toolbox, there's one thing I've never carried in there before, and that's my clippers. So I've been shaving the chair, stood there like a hairdresser, snipping away at it, looking, making sure I'm fluffing it all up. Yes, that's been a whole new experience.
I am really hoping that Anthony has managed to embrace his feminine side and turn that retro, rather unattractive chair into a fabulous powder puff piece.
The old chair was certainly a bit dated and drab, but now here we go. OMG, what on earth is that? Well, Sarah wanted a hairy chair, and that is the hairiest chair I've ever seen. Anthony shouldn't have even bothered changing the legs, you can barely see them.
That is a triumph! Well done!
One powder puff.
Isn't it fantastic?
I actually really like it. I really like it.
I think that's perfect with that wood like that.
Yeah.
That is beautiful, isn't it? What have you done on the back?
So the back,
Oh, cool.
all upholstered and fixed.
It's a beautiful finish. It's really lovely, isn't it?
Well, we're thinking already about having one at home.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll fit in nicely with your hairy living room. But after all that, Sarah seems delighted.
I think it's a triumph, and that's going to sell, isn't it? Well done for making it look like that, because it could have looked really shabby, and now it just looks chic. It's amazing.
Oh, Anthony, you've gone all fluffy. Steady.
Now that is a totally spectacular transformation. It's gone from tired and old to luxury, fluffy and fantastic. And it's really commercial.
I had absolutely no doubt that Sarah would like this one. I mean, you've just got to look at it. It's Sarah safe. There's nothing too crazy about it. I knew she was going to like it. Lots of people are going to like it, so I reckon it's going to be an easy sell.
Well, Anthony, I hope you're right. Sarah first met Brent at the tip as he was busy clearing out some of his mum's things.
Parker Knoll, it's written on, even I can tell that.
Once Sarah spotted it, she was eager to acquire the skip-bound seat.
Would you mind us getting stuck into it? Is it sentimental value or...?
No, you carry on.
Really?
Yeah,
Well, I suppose it's come to the tip. Anything from here is on the way up, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. If it benefits someone.
Brent was happy to see the chair move on and Sarah was sitting pretty.
And the challenge is deciding what to do to it and where to send it, so it really makes some money.
The challenge was met and exceeded, with the chair finding a new lease of life. And what's more, Nick also snapped this item up. But I think his wife Kim liked it more.
The Yeti, they call it apparently.
Yeti.
The Yeti chair.
Wild mane.
Steady on, Kim. Sarah's travelled to Whitley in Surrey to show Brent the Yeti and hand over some cash.
Hello there.
Hi.
Hi, how are you doing?
Good. Good.
I have been waiting to catch up with you about your Parker Knoll chair that you left at the tip.
Yep.
Now, it came out of your parents' house, is that right?
It did.
So your chair went to Manchester to a fantastic upholsterer called Anthony Devine.
All right.
And he had one look at it, and I'm going to brace yourself, okay, because I'd like to show you how it ended up. Are you ready for this?
Go.
Here is your chair.
Oh my God.
Is that approval or shock?
Well, yeah, I've never expected to see it like that.
Well, do you know something? There are people who love that alpine chic and that sort of look. It has a place, and it really was a transformation, because it did go from looking quite retro to looking really quite edgy.
Yeah.
And that's a good thing, because when you produce something that has that little something extra, you get people who like to pay for it. So I've sold it.
Wow.
Yeah, and I'm going to start off with the £5 there, and I think I've got just another £130 to go with it.
And that's after it's all been done.
That is, Anthony was paid for all of his work, and that has been sold to a vintage and retro shop who absolutely loved it.
Crikey.
Bit of a surprise there.
Yeah, definitely.
Anything that springs to mind that you might do with that money?
I think probably the prostate cancer charity.
Okay.
Father died of that last year, so
Oh dear, I'm so sorry to hear that.
yeah, put it towards that.
Okay, well that's a lovely thing to do, and I hope you don't mind what we did to your chair.
Not at all. That's definitely interesting.
Thank you, that's a really nice way of putting it. Thank you so much for your chair.
No problem. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Anthony's labour and materials to transform the armchair totaled £265. Sarah managed to sell the new woolly wonder for a fabulous £400, meaning she could pass £135 back to Brent to give to a charity in memory of his dad. Sarah salvaged 3 unwanted items from the Whitley Recycling Center. Chris's rusty props were turned into funky furniture. Brent's Parker Knoll chair was transformed into a sheepskin masterpiece. And Yolanda's chicken wire was reimagined into a fantastic Mr. Fox.
Well, there were moments when I thought I'd gone a bit too far with my tip choices, but the artisans really pulled it out of the bag. I just hope all the new owners love their pieces as much as we love saving them.